so filling them out now is probably your best bet. And remember, fill them out if you have an address change, a name change, anything like that. Because if you don't, and if you move from like Tower A to Tower B or whatever, then you won't really be able to vote. So please fill them out, and they will be referred to the student government board office, and we'll send those out on Monday. Thank you.
Thank you all. I have a lot in common with a previous speaker named Emily. Like her, I am a freshman, and like her, a lot of you have probably seen me on YouTube. I've had the very dubious modern privilege of watching myself get arrested on the internet. Thursday night, I was in Towers. I had just come back from Towers from walking a friend back to Sutherland, and the Litchfield Towers is where I live. It's a freshman residence hall, and as I arrived, I discovered that the doors were locked. They were locked very curiously so that while you could get out of the towers, you could not get back in. The outdoors were unlocked, the indoors were locked. I didn't think that made sense because all heck was breaking loose outside. Police ostensibly were telling people to disperse, but the towers were surrounded, so there was nowhere to disperse to the tower's lobby. So when a nice guy inside the building held the door open and enabled me and my friends to get in, I seized upon his gesture as the easiest and, I thought, least controversial way of making myself useful. I held the outdoor open so that students who were outside and trapped by the police who were advancing on the patio could get inside. I didn't think what I was doing was illegal. I didn't hear an order to disperse on the 5th Avenue side of the patio. If any of you have heard the order to disperse, it's pretty damn hard to miss. Maybe I was on the other side when it was given. But when the police rushed the patio, I thought that I would be able to herd all of my fellow students inside and then follow them in, and then we would be inside and the police would be outside and everyone would be safe. What actually happened was that I was grabbed by the arm, flung on the patio, and arrested. My arresting officer did not tell me to stop what I was doing. He did not tell me to go inside. He did not say, "Come with me, you are under arrest." He threw me on the ground, which, actually, the curious thing about watching the video is that after watching the video, I saw that there were actually, at one point, 2 riot officers on top of me. This raises for me all sorts of additional questions about what they were thinking. I just imagine them conferring, like, oh, that little one in the sundress, she looks like she could really mess us up, so, I don't know, man, I'm going in there, but I gotta know you got my back, When I was being detained, I was detained outside with several other students and protesters for a while before we were put into the wagon. And the thing that infuriated me the most was that my arresting officer, before we took the picture together, turned to me and said, as a joke, don't look beat up or I'll get in trouble. And of course I'm thinking, photograph my skinned knees, you nutcase, but